Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell and welcome back to another side quest where we chat about video games and things to do with video games.
Yes.
With Exile Magpie.
Hello.
As always.
Yes. Because otherwise you'll be talking to no one. That's a sign. That's a sign of a crazy person.
That is a sign of a crazy person.
So.
Well, actually, it should be. It's okay. You can talk to yourself. That's fine. It's when you start hearing answers. That's when the problem.
Yes. That's the problem. Well, that's the thing. Though. It's like the whole concept of it is like if I wasn't here, there would be someone answering, and they'd be like, "Who the hell's that?"
Yeah.
So yeah. No.
Who knows? Anyway. Good stuff and random stuff happened last week.
Yes.
It just seemed to last week seemed to just be everything's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
There we go.
Pretty much.
So first off, we'll kick off with Sony and PlayStation have decided that they are not going to be closing the PS3 and PS Vita stores.
I do wonder if the mad dash to get certain games on
possibly
PlayStation and Vita
and probably the
massive backlash.
The backlash is probably hit them. The PSP store's still going to be closing on July 2nd.
I think everything that was released on the PSP is available on the Vita.
That's what I was going to say. I think
it's not that bad. It's not good. But the whole people were really kicking off in regards to there were certain games that you can't get any other way now, and that was the thing people were saying is there's no option of getting certain games that were on the PS3 or the Vita. There's no other way to get.
See, them. I always thought we were going to get. Until they announced that no, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I thought, they must be porting everything to the PS4.
I thought if they were going to port everything over to the PS4/5, then while not ideal, it's the lesser.
It's still there.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, it's still there.
You still have the option and the ability to get those games, but when they came out and went, no, we have no intention, and especially when the friggin' American prick CEO came out and went, why does anyone want to play these games? They look so old. Fuck off, mate. There's a reason why people still play Third Strike.
Exactly.
There's a reason why people still play. I mean, fucking hell. Minecraft is not the most prettiest game in the world. Although, to be honest, I've seen people play it with the new graphic update with the ray tracing.
Yeah.
It looks pretty darn cool.
I still don't like it.
I know you don't, but
I still don't like it. I'm just sort of looking at it it still looks like.
Yeah, it's still blocks.
It still looks like poorly made blocks.
Lego.
Yeah, but not as good. It's what it looks like. I'm sorry, but that's just me.
Yes.
And I get why everybody likes Minecraft, but Minecraft is not my...
Yeah, Minecraft's not you're not a builder type of person.
I am. Have you not seen my wonderful connected floating islands on Portal Knights? I've made a metropolis on Portal Knights.
You've compared one block building game to another block building
Yes,
game.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I like Portal Knights.
Yeah.
I do not like Minecraft.
The thing is, there's a lot of mods you can get for Minecraft and which make it look much better.
That's
much
very
prettier.
true. That's very true. It's not about the look though. I'm not
Yeah. Anyway. But there's plenty of retro styles are a thing, especially in the indie market. There's a few first person shooters that have come out that have old school Quake graphics.
Aye, and not just that. Look at recently, I think last year, the amount of scroll and beat ups that came out that were done in the old Streets of Rage and
River City Girls.
River City Girls is fantastic.
It's a primary example. That is an amazing game.
Scott Pilgrim, got re-released last year.
I still don't understand the corporate side of the AAA game industry with this whole thing of
it's not new.
Super realism.
Yeah.
We want super realism. The market wants super realism. And yes, there is a portion of the gaming market that wants super realism in their graphics. But the vast majority of us just want the game to work.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
We just
Actually,
want the game to.
Speaking of CD Projekt Red, they've just recently released the patch.
Yeah, the patch and
fixes the police.
It's yes.
So the police don't go after me just for walking down the street now.
Or accidentally crossing into, bumping into like the ticket tape thing.
Yeah. Well, no, like if there was the ticket tape thing, if you were on the other side of the street, they'd still clock you and like come after you for
nothing,
even though all you were doing was walking.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was very basic, wasn't it? Basic police. Like a lot of the pedestrian AI is still pretty basic, but like the police AI was very basic.
Oh yeah, it was very bad.
It was very
bad.
But apparently the newest patch fixes some of
the bugs for the police. I don't think because I haven't been on it since the last the update before.
Yeah, the one that's
like the big update. I haven't been. I went on just after that, and I haven't been up on since the last sort of like little update that they did.
Yeah.
So I'll have to have a gander. But back to this. Sony did release a little thing on their PlayStation blog. So this is from the president and CEO, Jim Ryan, of Sony Interactive Entertainment. This is the guy that said, "Why do people want to play that game?
Yes,
it looks old."
Yes. The guy who can't read the room.
So recently, we notified players that PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita devices were planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we've made the wrong decision here. So today, I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices.
Yeah, eat your words, mate. Eat them. I'll write them down and post them to you. You fucking eat them.
PSP commence functionality will retire on July 2nd, 2021 as planned, which is fine because really, if you think about it, the Vita is supposed to be like the step up from.
Yes, but the thing is, always like as long as everyone who has a Vita, as long as everything that's on the PSP is available on the Vita, which
I think it is.
As far as I'm aware, is correct, but I could be wrong. There may be like one or two obscure games that aren't available.
Okay, so. Continuing on with the statement, when we initially came to the decision to end purchasing support for the PS3 and PS Vita, it was born out of a number of factors, including comments, support challenges for older devices, and the ability for us to focus more of our resources on newer devices where a majority of our games are being played on.
Here's an idea: port everything over to your newer stuff.
We see now that many of you are incredibly passionate about being able to continue purchasing classic games on PS3 and PS Vita for the foreseeable future. So I'm glad we were able to find a solution to continue operations. I'm glad that we can keep this piece of our history alive for gamers to enjoy while we continue to create cutting-edge new game worlds for PS4, PS5 and the next generation of VR, which actually... They've showed off the controllers. What is with Sony and just showing off controllers all of a sudden? They did it with the PS5. We're going to reveal the controller. Like
it's ever since the banana one.
Yeah,
it's ever since the banana one. It's like it's a fucking. Look. The DualSense is
really good.
Really cool. Like its features and the abilities and what it does is really cool. But the shape of it is still just a slight change on the DualShock.
Yeah.
Like, the basic shape is still a DualShock. We instantly look at it and go, yeah, that's a PlayStation pad.
Yeah. Now, in my opinion, you're not going to get much better than the way the DualShock looks. For a controller. I've always believed that the Xbox controller is just a big chunky piece of cheese. Like, I've always believed that that's what it looks like. It's not a bad controller. I like the controller, but it looks like a big chunky piece of cheese.
I've never understood, and it's probably because we grew up on PlayStation. On PlayStation, I've never understood the whole like different positions.
Apparently, the Pro Xbox controller, the one where you can actually like take the buttons out.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a very good one. But like,
is
it worth 150 quid?
Is it? Yeah.
Is that controller worth 150 quid?
Maybe if you're a professional Xbox player who plays in tournaments, yes.
Maybe.
But for those of us peasants that don't,
I can handle the different placements of the.
I know I can as well because I have an Xbox 360 pad for my PC. I have two in fact.
Yes, we know. You keep mentioning that it's
The D-pad is shit.
It's an Xbox pad for when we're doing your Final Fantasy VII.
Right. The reason I'm mentioning that because it's the analog stick and the game was designed.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying. We know that you can that you're using an Xbox controller.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's not because if it was a PlayStation controller with analog sticks, it would be the same.
I would argue that the D-pad would actually probably work better if it was a PlayStation pad. I will admit this for the Xbox controller. The D-pad is absolutely shocking. You just don't even have it.
Is terrible.
Don't even use it. The Xbox One D-pad is awful. It's absolutely awful. It's just this thing that just seems to want to hurt your thumb if you use it. Like, no. And I don't know about the Xbox Series X because I haven't got one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Microsoft don't know how to make a D-pad. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo are doing it better than you, and their bloody design is exactly the fucking same.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, also the Nintendo literally does feel like they have made some of their controllers to hurt your hands deliberately.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is not as bad as the D-pads on some Xbox pads.
Yeah. Oh my god. But anyway, back to this. So we actually got some good news.
Yes. It took a massive outroar for us to get it.
I'm genuinely surprised Sony went back on this because Sony are notoriously known for like just
doing something stupid,
saying something and just going with it, even no matter how stupid it is.
But also like it's not necessarily that they've gone back on it, like they've done a U-turn. It's how quickly they have.
Yeah,
is what I'm a bit surprised about because you got to remember the cross-platform. With Fortnite, Sony were just digging their fucking heels in.
Yeah.
So badly. They were stubborn as hell. Like, no, we will not let you play with other people. No.
I will be honest. I never looked at that and was like,
as a person, like the thing is, for a like multiplayer only games, it's better because
it's better. It's better for
there's a larger player base, which means because you got to think right. Before we had crossplay, certain games, if they weren't popular enough, they would be terrible to play online.
That's
because of the
Outriders. I was trying to play Outriders today. Oh my god.
Server issues still.
Yeah.
Dear God. Why?
Jesus Christ. My friend came into the game, and he was just literally just bouncing all over the place.
Is he PlayStation 4, isn't he? Or PlayStation 5?
No, he's got PlayStation 5 as well, isn't he?
Jesus Christ.
It was just terrible.
Seriously.
Also, why? Like, he's only like 2 levels higher than me. And so he came into my game. He's a little bit further on so he comes into my game, and so I'm just thinking, he's going to do a little bit more damage than me. He'll be fine. No, he does no damage. I'm there doing like close to 1,000 damage.
Okay.
And he's doing 50.
Why?
On these, no idea. He's just been nerfed. He said, I was just like, they've nerfed you, mate. He was like, why are my guns not doing any damage? I was like, I don't know. So basically, what's happened is, if you're a much higher level, and I'm assuming a couple of levels higher than anybody else, your character, if you go in to help your friend, your character's going to get nerfed so much that you are more of a hindrance than a help. Because what Outriders does is, if you've got more players in, there's more enemies to kill, and they're harder to kill.
Yeah.
So it's just like so now, like if I want to help you out because I'm further than you, I basically have to start a new character.
Great.
Unless that's a bug that hasn't been fixed yet. But
that's a pretty big bug. I mean, you wouldn't think a 2-level difference would make that much of a.
Neither did I. And then he was just like, yeah, I've only took 50. I only did 50 damage to that guy. I only did 50 damage to that guy. And I was just like,
oh god.
Oh no. I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm gonna have to kick you because you're you're hurting me. Oh, Riders.
Yeah.
Like it's getting to a point now. It's like I like you, but now you're deliberately doing things to make me not like you.
Yeah. You're deliberately hurting me right now. That's not a good thing.
It's like you're trying to get me to say you suck. And I don't want to do that because I do like playing you, but.
And then we have the conundrum of when you're on single player, the AI is just the way the AI has been programmed.
Especially for the snipers. Fucking hell. The snipers are so goddamn. They're just like, oh.
Poke your head out, bang, there goes your head.
You're dead. Like, it's alright, because, like, the thing is, like, it's like it can't even make its mind up.
The thing is, though, the whole game seems to be designed around multiple people.
Yeah.
And because basically when you're on your own, everyone is laser focused on you targeting.
It's not only that, like, the damage that the enemies do. Like, you can be a massive distance away from an enemy, and you're shooting him, and you're only you do less damage than you would do if you're close range. Right?
Yeah.
Obviously. They do the same amount of damage as they would do if they were up close to you. So it's just like, well...
There's been a couple of fights I've done where if I wasn't the Devastator with the armour, I'd probably die.
Like...
I wouldn't be able to do it. Like the spider...
The spider
boss in the volcano. The only reason why I completed that is because the little minions that jumped on me and exploded actually healed me.
Yeah.
Because I had a vampire armor set on.
And I was like, I've come up to one bit where, like, because I'm the trickster, I'm in.
Yeah, it's even worse for you.
It's even worse for me because
you're a glass cannon.
Yeah, so I'm just getting, like, especially the snipers. The snipers take my health all the way down to 0, and it's like it's okay when, like, because usually you see the red light.
Yeah. But,
like, you teleport and they instantly know where you are.
Yeah,
they just go boom.
Well, that's the thing. The way the AI feeds seem to be programmed is like they will always know where they are. The problem, so because it's being programmed with multiple people in mind, so it'll be like when there's more people, they split their fire and all that, and they're having to choose between who to shoot at, which gives characters like the trickster the ability to flank and do massive damage and all that. But when you're on your own,
like,
and that's poor game design.
That is very poor game design. Also, you've got too many bullet sponges. Have you come across those bullet sponges?
Yes.
Yet? Oh my god.
Yes, I have.
Why are you taking this much damage?
I
get the whole idea of the world tier, like the enemies being so many levels above you to make it harder. I get that, but like, there's harder, and then there's just the same difficulty. Just I'm using all my ammo to kill this one guy.
Yeah. It's... And that's the thing, it's like
I said...
If the thing is like, especially those that are like the ones with the powers.
Yeah.
And like, you're supposed to like do damage to them with a certain elemental force, blah blah blah. The problem is that you don't know going in for the first time what elemental power you're going up against. So you can't counter it.
Yeah.
So, but if there was a team of 4 or 3, you know, you can like split your gear. You can basically split your force powers, blah blah blah, so that you are more adaptable.
Well,
but the problem is when you're going in alone, you don't have that option.
Well, you know what my tactic is when it comes to that stuff. My tactic is I let whoever's the Devastator take over the blunt, and I just like teleport round and just pick off the ones on the side, hence the snipers. But when I'm on my own, I just cannot.
You can't do it.
Cannot do anything because it's just as soon as I move, my health just drops.
Yeah.
It's all right. Like if it was an actual cover shooter, then I'd be fine with it because then I could use cover. But it's a game that does not want you to use cover.
No, because there's just so much.
There's so much going on.
Everyone's got grenades.
Everybody throws grenades, and
like,
then the cover is so far apart from each other.
If they threw any more grenades, I'd be wondering if it was a third-person Call of Duty game.
I was going to say, any more grenades, we're just playing Call of Duty now.
Jesus fucking Christ! There was literally a bajillion grenades. And it just constantly comes. It just never stops. There's just always grenades. You want to catch your breath to reload? Nah, grenade. You want to go to that? You want to fall back to another position? Nah, grenade.
You need to just hang back a little bit to get your cooldown sorted. Nope, grenades. It's just like, oh my god, please, for the love of God, just go away. And then you can't like back off because if you back off too far, you get there. You cannot take your enemies to your allies. What allies? There's nobody there.
Yeah,
I was literally just backing off a little bit.
All the fights are like usually in an arena type area, which means There is nowhere. Eventually, you run out of places to run back to.
Yeah.
And you then have to run the gauntlet of everyone shooting you.
Yeah. Then there's the close combat guys who, for some magical reason, are able to dodge your bullets.
Yes.
And I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm shooting you. You're just running forward. Why am I not doing any damage to you?
It's like
I'm confused.
I shotgunned one in the face, and this was like my shotgun was like the highest possible level.
Yeah.
Of my level, right? Kid you not, point blank, shotgun right to the face, a quarter of the health went. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I shouldn't be seeing your face, let alone just a quarter of your... Yeah, the sponginess of some of the enemies is really getting frustrating. And if it was more... If we could get online with each other more regularly, more consistently, and not suffer from the nerf bat of Doom... This would be much more fun.
The only thing that stops me from playing with you is that the servers are just that bad. Like you have to be lucky to be on it.
It's been long enough. It's been long enough that they should have solved at least some of the solve. I know we said at the beginning on launch people were kicking off about not being able to get on, and we were like, new to this, are you?
Yeah, welcome to Destiny.
Welcome to Destiny.
But like, I wasn't expecting this.
I didn't. But that was a joke. I'm like, yeah, just give it a couple of days. It should be fine.
This is what happens when a hyped up game.
Yeah, it's been more than a couple of days, and they still have server issues. And it's like, God damn it, that's your focus. That should be your focus. None of this bullshit tweaking of the fucking loot dropping mechanics, or anything else. Get your fucking servers sorted.
Yes, please. Right. Anyway, because that was a bit of a tangent, and that was my fault this time.
It makes a change.
So
once in a blue moon.
It's just look. I was playing Outriders today. I was very annoyed, and I just wanted to get it off my chest.
And so
and so I have. Like, I just did just today. Just my God, those fucking snipers, man. Just I teleport behind you.
You know, there's going to be one where there's just full of snipers. There's going to be a.
Oh yeah. I know. And then I'll just die because.
It'll just be pain and suffering.
What next? What should we go with next? Should we go with Bungie or should we go...
Since we mentioned Destiny...
Yeah, okay,
that's a good segue into that.
So, Bungie have done their This Week at Bungie. Basically, the Guardian Games is started.
I don't know why they even bother. Just give it to the Titan.
Apparently, they've buffed the Hunter and the Warlock.
It's still not going to be enough. Have you not seen the Titan? Like, here's the thing. Yeah, you've buffed the Hunter and the, but I guarantee you haven't nerfed the Titan's Void. Is it Void? No, not Void.
All his charges.
And
his melee.
And but like, what was the latest Frost? The latest of the class.
Oh, Stasis.
Have you seen the DPS on our Titan?
Yes.
Stasis.
Yes,
I mean, all the Stasis are broken as hell. Hence the reason why PvP is a hellscape right now. But the Titan's stasis is just fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And I'm saying it as a Titan main.
And the Hunters is just awful.
Like, the Titan's supers are all OP as fuck. Yeah. They're all broken. They're all broken.
Oh, yeah.
Which in PvE is perfectly fine.
Yeah. You're supposed to be broken in PvE.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be balanced in PvP.
Right? But, like, just imagine all the positive stuff, all the good stuff in all of the Titans, all other three classes, the Solar, the Void, and the Arc. Combine them all the good things and take any possible negatives away, and that's Stasis.
That's Stasis.
That's the Titan Stasis. Jesus fucking Christ.
I hate fighting Titans.
Oh,
I hate fighting Titans.
I hate fighting Titans. I don't play PvP mostly because of Titans.
I hate it because
I'm a Titan main.
I'm a Hunter, and I punch you, and I take like half your health off. Right? A Warlock punches me, it takes half my health off. So it's like 2 punches.
Yeah,
that's right. Titan comes along. All he's got to do is that shoulder tackle, and I'm dead.
Yeah. Oh no!
He doesn't. Here's the thing: he doesn't even have to hit me with the shoulder tackle.
No.
I just have to be in some sort of radius of him, and I'm dead.
Yeah, that's the shoulder charge. Here's the thing: the bullshit. The Titan, obviously, in his void form, can actually generate a shield by killing someone with his melee.
Yes.
And
which kills you
even
in one
with
punch.
void, can kill most Guardians with one punch.
Yes. I hate Titans.
It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to generate a shield and make this poor person regret his life choices. Bang.
Okay. But anyway...
But anyway, let's get on to the real thing that we're going to literally battle up with Bungie.
I am not happy. I'm not happy. I've said on our chats before that I'm a Destiny fan.
Yeah.
I've got the lore books there to prove it. I've got some other stuff of Destiny, but let's do it.
But the thing is, you've sunk so
I've sunk a lot
hours.
into
like
Destiny.
I haven't been back on since
I haven't been on this season. Well, I have been on this season.
Midway through the previous season.
Yeah,
was the last
I got kind of bored of this season with all the Cabal stuff, and then I was just sort of like, I'll just wait for the next season. So I'm just waiting.
That's a part of development. The Cabal's the main focus, and everything's boring as fuck.
Yeah, the story's not bad. I've been following the story. I've just not been actually doing the content.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I really mean. Like the Cabal is involved. Yeah, yeah.
Because it's
you get the Taken involved. Combat is really interesting. The Vex involved. Combat's really interesting.
Well, yeah, but the Cabal is just I've got a shield.
The Hive. Combat is really interesting. The Cabal.
I've got a shield.
Yeah.
Rah.
The only thing that there's only two enemies that really cause a problem. One is a shield, which are because they basically just stand behind the shield and do nothing, and which is fine in open areas because you just jump around with a shot. You lob a grenade, jump over and shotgun them in the back. That's fine. But they always seem to spawn in corridors.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
They always seem to spawn in corridors, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, just lower your fucking shield.
Yeah, the story. Like I said, the story's not bad. The story's pretty good. So I've been following that, but I just can't be bothered doing the content because all I really want is the lore, and I got the exotic from the exotic quest for this season, so I'm good. I think. And the Guardian games, I didn't really take part of them last year.
There's no point.
I'm a lone wolf in the.
Yeah, no, but like I say, there's really no point. The Titans probably going to win anyway.
But basically, Bungie have come out and announced that they are going to be changing the way you basically transmog. And for anybody who doesn't know what transmog is, it's basically changing the way your armor looks into something else. So if you got like an old armor set that you like, you like the look of, but you've got a new armor set that has good stats but looks ugly. Most of the Beyond Light armor.
You can give it.
You can change the way it looks.
I've got 2 or 3 sets somehow, and I think it's just because of the amount of time I've been playing Destiny. I have like 2 or 3 sets, and I have one that I really like.
Yeah,
it goes like I've said before on this channel. I have my character. If it looks good in Roman Imperial purple. Then I'm having it.
Yes. Whereas me, I'm pink all the way.
Yeah.
My hunter's got to shine. He's got to shine. So basically, they're going to actually change.
And for those who play MMOs, pretty much know what this is about. It's very, very common in MMOs.
I don't know what it's called in Warcraft, but I think it's Glimmer.
Yeah, usually it's classed. Usually it's something like called Glimmer or something like that.
Yeah,
and it basically makes your armor look
different,
something else.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why certain characters can go around in dungeons doing ridiculous amount of damage just in their underpants.
Yeah,
or what looks like their underpants.
Final Fantasy 14's got like classic Final Fantasy costumes. Like you can get Cloud's costume.
Yeah.
You can get Squall's costume. I can't remember the other 2. There's like 4 costumes.
I think
classic
isn't there?
I think one's the Warrior of Light costume.
Yeah.
And another one is I want to say it's a Final Fantasy 9 character, but I don't think it is. But I know there's like 4 costumes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vivi is one of them. Vivi's costume.
It's not, but you can actually make the costume. There's actually an armor set.
Yeah, and also
it's not a full armor set.
Little potato people can. Yeah. You can basically just dress
be
them
a little Lalafet.
Yeah,
and just dress up his finger. But anyway, back to this because we're diverging again. So basically, they're going to change the way you do that. So, the way you did it before was you would use a little bit of, I think it was...
bright dust.
Purple shards. You could buy them with bright dust.
Yeah.
but you could to actually like equip it, you'd use like 2 purple shards. It
Yeah.
wasn't much.
It was basically free.
You would get like 10
Here's the key
every,
point, everyone. Right? This is a feature that was in the game. That is in the game
from Destiny 2 start. From the
start of Destiny 2, it was in the game.
Actually, was it?
And it was for free.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that.
Well, it was put into the game.
It's been in a while.
It's been in for a while, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to go to the Eververse to get it sorted.
Yeah, basically all you had to do really was if you wanted to.
Because I'm pretty sure I got one of mine from like a random quest.
Yeah, the only thing monetary for you out of it was like if you wanted because you can buy skins.
Yeah. Basically,
from or ornaments as they're called in this. You can buy them from the Eververse. But that was it. Like it didn't cost you anything to change the look.
Yeah, I know for certain in High, I've not actually bought any of the skins.
I've bought a few of them because some of them look really cool. So I've just been like, and I want my.
Yeah,
I like Destiny. I'm going to spend money on Destiny.
Right. Anyway.
But now they're going to change that. Basically, what you now have to do. So they did put out a little thing on there in this week in Bungie. So here we go. So in that little thing, since the launch of Destiny 1, we've seen requests for a transmog system. After some development time, buckets of sweat, and a few happy tears, we're happy to introduce armor synthesis to Destiny 2. 81 will be returning to the tower to help Guardians customize their appearance in a brand new way. Today we'll be explaining how this feature will work and how you can work your way towards your favorite looks. Quick note, many of the following screenshots were from the last test build. So basically they're showing off some of the new armor sets.
Yeah, basically some of the stuff that you can make your characters look like.
Yeah. Right. Before we get too deep, here's a quick list of steps that players will take to convert their armor appearance into universal armor ornaments. Right, so this makes me think that what you can do is you can actually... So at the moment, you can transmog already, right? But there are certain armor things that you cannot...
Yeah, like you can't
transmog
there's only
Iron Banner armor or anything like that. So if you like the Iron Banner armor set, you better keep it because you can't... You can't just have any of armor look like that, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but point I'm trying to make is, yes, it's not universal the features that they have already, but there is already stuff like that already in the game. I know because my Titan is using some of that stuff.
Right. So basically, what you have to do is you defeat enemies to earn Synth Strands.
Yep.
And then you spend that Synth Strand on bounties to earn Synth Cord.
This does
not sound like an absolutely boring grind at all.
Oh no, not at all.
Convert Synth Cord at the loom in the tower into Synth Wave, and then use Synth Wave to convert an unlocked armor appearance, legendary quality or lower, from collections into a universal armor ornament. So that's fine. Like, I get what they're doing there.
Yeah, but the problem is that we all know, because we've done these bounties and tasks, and it's not just get 10 synth order. It gets like 100,
and
200,
and they drop
150.
They drop it like 2 a time and stuff like that. I get that. Right. So my big problem with this is, like, when they announced that they were going to be letting you be able to just use whatever armor that you had collected, you were going to be able to basically transmog into something else. I was like, yes, because there's armor sets that I have that are in my vault that are only there because I didn't want to get rid of them because I can't transmog. Like, I've got raid gear in there that I like the look of, but I haven't got rid of because, like, I can't.
Yeah, there's nothing else like
so
it.
But
also, the stats on that
I can't use them anyway.
Yeah, the stats on that are unusable or not working with your build, etc., etc.
Also, raid gear really only works for raids.
Yeah.
In all honesty. So there's some really cool stuff, like gear that you can... So when they came out, I just thought, oh right, they're giving us the armor that they're giving us an actual proper transmog now instead of like half of one.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I thought. That was when they announced that they were going to do this. Just seems like
it's a whole lot of busy work for
just to change your armor.
There was literally There was literally 3 steps in there that you could get rid of.
Yeah, I don't understand why we don't just use Simstrand.
Yeah, basically just give us the Simstrand and we use the Simstrand to get the armor.
To just change the armor over.
Why can't we do that? Well, that's because it would take probably 2. It wouldn't take as long as they want it to, because as you get to the next bit, they don't want you to do it for free.
No. Okay. Right. Here we go. To start players, this is a bit further on. To start players will begin earning Simstrand when defeating enemies in Destiny 2. After earning 150 Simstrand, players may visit Ada 1 in the tower to acquire class-specific bounties, which will reward Synthcord. When developing this feature, an early goal was to ensure players could earn Simstrand through numerous activities in Destiny 2. That way, players who spend most of their time in the Crucible could continue to do so and still engage with armor synthesis.
Who spends time in the Crucible right now?
Titans.
Apart from Titans.
There will be 5 categories of armor synthesis bounties: Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit, Destinations or raids, and dungeons. Here are a few examples of bounties that you will see. They are basically, if you're a Destiny player, they're the same bounties that you've been doing already. You're just now going to get Simstrand with it.
Here's the thing. Already, right? The first bit, 150 Simstrands for a single bounty.
Yeah, no.
How long does it take you to... Because I guarantee you, it won't drop as much as Glimmer does.
Yeah.
So what? 1 every 2 enemies? Maybe 3 enemies? How many? How much is this drop going to be? How often?
How many of these... Here we go. How many of these can you earn? Players may earn up to 10 Synthwave per class, per season, except in season of the Redacted, which is an upcoming season. To celebrate the induction of Armor Simpson in season of the Redacted, which is probably going to be the next one, which actually kicks off soon, I think, players may earn 10 additional Synthwave per class through the introductory experience. In total, during season of Redacted, players may earn up to 20 Synthwave per class, which can either be used to convert 4 full sets to ornaments or 20 specific items.
By the way, this is a game that has literally hundreds.
There is so many. Basically, somebody
items.
actually did the maths and figured out, like, to do, if you wanted to do, because of with the cap on. Because by the way, you can only do three pieces. Is it 3 pieces of armor?
Yeah.
No, 3 full sets.
3 full sets.
3 full sets. So that's
12.
4 pieces of armor.
Yeah.
At a time.
Yeah.
No, 4 armor. So yeah, it's 12 sets. Somebody actually did the math. Because they've put a cap on doing that. Someone did the math that, like, if they keep it this way, if you wanted to get all the armor, that's the blues, the greens. If you wanted to get all those,
which stuff. I know some people will literally scoff at. I really agree. Some green armor actually looks pretty decent.
If you want to get that, right? If you want to get all of them, I think they said it would take you nearly
12 years.
Yeah, around
12 and a half years.
12 and a half years.
2 whole console generations.
Like, you don't even know if Destiny 2 is going to still be around by the end of that.
Or the way Bungie actually wants you to do it. How much are they charging?
It was like $10, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Right. So, they are going to be charging 300. You can get, like, tokens that will let you up how many armor pieces you can do. So 1 token is 300 silver, and then what I don't understand is if 1 token is 300.
Mm-hmm.
How is 5 1,000?
Because it's you have more. Well, you instead of paying 300 per token, you're paying 200 per token.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole thing of, like, buy more.
Oh, right. Yeah. They want you to buy the 5 tokens instead of the. Right, I get you. Yeah. I understand. Sorry, my my selling brain wasn't on
working.
there.
No, because
I'm not at work, so I'm not selling things.
No, because it's looking at. It is looking at this and going, how do you fucking expect to make money? I mean, that's what they're doing it for. This is something, and here's the thing. It's not like this is not already in the game. Yes, it is not fully implemented like MMOs, but this feature is in the game.
Yeah, it's a thing that we already have. They are taking something away again,
and charging
Destiny
us.
are doing this again.
And there goes.
And
this is the thing. This is the thing. A lot of people will say like early on in Destiny 2 and blah 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 that like when the Eververse was brought.
Yeah,
this is Activision.
Yeah, it was Activision.
I was like, no, clearly.
This is the thing. Like you literally in your statement when you left Activision, this was one of the things that you said you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And now you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, Bungie. Like,
all that goodwill that you gained.
I love Destiny, but I
throw
can't.
it out the window because you just lost it.
I have a love affair with Destiny, but like I can't defend this. I've defended Destiny when really I shouldn't have. But
this is undefensible.
This one is
the deliberate
just
like
stupid.
taking out, and it's not even like from like game to game, like game to sequel. It's not even that. They've literally taken it out from the actual game that they've had. It's already implemented in, taking it out and then selling it back to you.
Yeah.
I mean, one, plaudits for the audacity for that.
To actually do it.
I mean, hell, that's some grade A EA/Activision Blizzard shit. Right. You're just pulling their Bungie. Yeah. Congratulations, well done. You're in it. You're in with the big boys. May you all burn in hell.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not happy.
No,
I'm not happy with it. Like, I mean, it doesn't help that like half the armor set that I've been getting lately. Since not this season, but last season I didn't really like anything. When Beyond Light came out, there wasn't really any armor sets that I liked, and I couldn't transmog the armor that I liked onto onto that stuff, and I was just sort of like, this all fucking sucks. And now you're gonna charge me to do it, and I'm just sort of like, but I paid like 40 quid for Beyond Light.
That's on top of the money.
That's on top, and I paid 50 because I bought the deluxe.
Yeah,
to get the.
That's the 50 quid plus the money you paid for the previous expansions, plus the fact that you paid for Destiny 2, plus everything you paid for Destiny 1.
Yeah, plus I've actually sunk money in for skins.
Yeah.
So like I've paid a fair bit here, Bungie. Like, come on.
Yeah. Someone made the maths as well for you to be able to buy all the gear. It's something like over $2,000.
Yeah. That is
Bungie.
Like you said. That's an EA move.
Bungie.
That's an EA.
Let me put this plain and simply. Your game is not worth $2,000.
No.
For one person to spend on.
No.
It is not worth that much.
It's just unnecessary grind. You've already got stupid grind in your games with your seasons that you do. That's why I didn't play this season, because the grind was boring. Like, and now you've just put more unnecessary grind in.
Yeah, and you're not gonna get. Here's the thing: we've done plenty of bounties.
Yeah.
We know these bounties are probably not going to be any different.
Yeah, the bounties are boring. Nobody likes the bounties. Nobody likes the bounty system that you've got going.
They'll all either kill so many enemies, pick up so many items, use a certain gun. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, pick up materials.
The one saving grace Destiny has is that its gunplay is
its gameplay is great.
The gunplay is really, really good. That is its one saving grace. If it wasn't for that, Destiny 2 would be dead. It would be as dead as Avengers.
And Anthem. No, dead as Avengers, because it's not quite dead.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's on life support, but
it's there. We know it's there. It's just, I do wonder, right, if Destiny, if
Destiny 2 wasn't Destiny 2, but Destiny 1, like, if they'd launched Destiny 1 at the time that Destiny 2 launched, if they would have survived. Because let's think about it. The one thing that had early Destiny had going for it was that it was the only game doing what it was doing.
Mm.
And now with the market saturated the way it is, and only getting more and more saturated, the only thing that's keeping probably a lot of Destiny fans is the time sink that they've already put into the game. And I'm like, it's just I look at what they've just decided to do, and I'm like, that's just greed.
Yeah.
It's all it is. It's like you could even argue if it was a brand new feature. If it was a brand new feature that wasn't in any way implemented at all in the game, then there is a very small argument that it's easily batted away, but still an argument for, well, it's a new feature, so they have to, fund it. But it's a feature that's already in the game, just not implemented to cover everything. And what they're doing is taking that out and then charging us for the full thing. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just a massive slap in the face to the player base. Like, oh, you want this? Well, you're gonna have to give us more money.
I do get the feeling that this is one of those, like, oh, we're gonna tell people we're doing this, and then we're gonna take like two steps.
Yeah,
we're gonna pull it back just a little bit.
We're gonna take two.
So people
are
like, oh, well,
here's the line. We're gonna take 2 steps over the line.
Yeah.
Because we want to actually be 1 step over the line.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go back. And
then so people are like, oh, it's not that bad, and they're going to be like, oh, we're sorry. I've got a feeling that's what this is.
Yeah,
that's what this feels like.
Which is a pure
because
EA
this has
move.
really come out of nowhere.
This is a pure EA move.
Like people have been asking for transmog, but like, why are you charging for?
The thing is that like I know some people will buy that, but me personally, I'll be like, no, I want what you had before.
Yeah.
Just properly implement it. And don't charge me fucking money for it. And don't make me have to do the most grindiest, boring bullshit that you can possibly ever fucking do. 150 synth thread for a single fucking bounty.
I hope the enemies drop synth thread like it's bloody
Glenna.
Yeah.
They won't.
No, they won't.
I guarantee you they won't.
They won't. I might actually have a bash on later just to see
how bad it is.
Yeah, just to see how bad. Actually, no, is the update up yet? No, the update's not up yet. So I'll wait until the thing's ready, but yeah, I'll check it out.
It'll be one. Do you know what? It'll be
one an enemy.
At most one an enemy.
It'll be one an enemy, and then it'll be like probably 5 for every yellow. That's how it usually is.
I have a worry. It'll be 1 every 3 enemies, and 1 every yellow.
Definitely.
Because here's the thing, right? If they do 1 an enemy, I know the exact fucking strike to do. the one with the.
Although you get it from bounties as well, so yeah, it might not even. It might just be one every yellow. Maybe 1 an enemy and one every yellow as well.
Yeah.
And there'll be like 10 a bounty.
Yeah.
I don't want to do bounties. I'm sick of doing bounties.
150 synth thread.
I don't want to do bounties.
150 synth thread.
And then you've probably got to do 5 bounties to get 10 synth wave.
Oh no, you'll get 1 synth wave per bounty. I guarantee you that.
No, I reckon you're going to get like 10, whatever it is that you get from the bounties, you got 10 of those. And then you convert them into what it is that you need to make the one armor thing.
Oh no, so it'll be 150 synth thread
to
convert it to get into the one thing. But you only get like 10, so you have to do 15 bounties.
Yeah.
By the way, you're capped per week on bounties as well, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's why it's in everything. So you'll do the normal bounties.
Yeah.
Then you'll do the crucible bounties.
Oh,
and then
God.
you'll do the
so
bounties.
it's like they go on about like, oh well, we want everyone who doesn't, we want everyone to be able to get these. It's like, yeah, but if you want to actually get a decent amount of them, you have to do everything.
They specifically left out the public events.
Yes.
You don't get them from public events.
No, the most fun thing in the game.
Yeah. So, yeah, they've specifically left those out, so you don't get them from them.
Yeah, because how pissed would you be if you heroic the public event and got 1 synth thread?
That's very true, yeah.
1 synth thread.
Yeah, you got a point
I'd be pissed because let's be honest. Yes, the Destiny community has gotten very good at heroic in public events.
Yeah.
We've gotten very good at doing it.
I mean, it's their own fault. The power creep is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, we can now go on Earth and just murder everything in like 2 shots.
Yeah, no, but
no, we don't even have to do that. We just have to sneeze in the general direction of the enemy.
It's the whole power thing
Yeah.
of being a guardian, and yeah, this is the place. Earth is the place we started off as, where everything was really a threat, and now you're the big bad guardian, and you're the you're the threat now. Like I love that sort of thing because it basically like shows you how far you've progressed. I don't mind that, but the problem is that they like we've said, we've done these sort of things already in Destiny, and we know how grindy these are.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried
and
about.
they're adding 4 layers to this grind.
Yeah. This should just be you get this stuff by just killing enemies.
You get Synthread,
and you use that Synthread to sort
it's just another currency.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's just another stupid currency that we don't really need, but we're putting into the game anyway because we're fucking Bungie.
We want to be fucking Star Trek Online with its bajillion different currencies.
Yeah.
At least there's a canonical reason to having dilithium, gold, platinum, and all that sort of stuff. It's still bullshit, but like at least there's a canonical reason.
Yeah, this just seems.
But like,
stupid.
oh god,
it's the cap that kind of really annoys me.
The cap is the biggest piece of bullshit.
Like, why are you capping it? Well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why am I only allowed to do 3 a bloody season?
Why am I only allowed 10 pieces? Why? Why am I only allowed 10? Why 10? Why 10? Huh? Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, it's because you want me to spend more.
You want me to spend more goddamn time on your game.
And more money on your goddamn game.
And I would if you actually gave me something to do that's actually fun and not just running straight forward and shooting things. Please. Bungie. Please, for the love of God. Please.
Honest to God, it's the thing that does me is like, I don't care. I don't care how many steps they go back. You go back to where you fucking started with this transmog thing because I had my stuff for free. I'm not going to be happy you taking it away from me and then charging me for the privilege to have it back again, regardless of how many extra bells and whistles you add on. Anyway, speaking of bullshit, speaking of Activision Blizzard,
speaking of that, moving on, Jeff Kaplan, the director of basically the lead of Overwatch, is leaving Activision Blizzard. Now, this one actually took me as a surprise because Overwatch is like a big passion thing for Jeff Kaplan. Like, it's his baby. Yeah, like it is his baby, and he's now leaving mid-development.
Yeah, mid-development of apparently Overwatch 2. The thing is that we've seen the flags. Because we've said like on a few videos, like we haven't heard anything about Overwatch 2.
We had that weird behind the scenes thing, but like it didn't really show you anything.
Nothing of like showing up where the development is or what it's at or what they plan on introducing, etc.
Yeah.
Nothing that we could actually like stipulate of what the game's going to be.
Other than the sequel to Overwatch.
Yeah, other than a sequel to Overwatch, like. I think Donkey did a video on don't do anything stupid Bungie regarding Overwatch 2.
You mean Activision? Or Blizzard? You said Bungie.
Blizzard. I said Bungie.
You said Bungie.
It begins with the first letter, Blizzard.
Yeah.
It begins with the first letter was right. That's all you need to know.
But this is a shocking one, to be fair. Him leaving mid-development makes me think that something definitely happened. I've got a feeling like Jeff has been one of those who's like been really because there has been interviews with former CEOs and like some of the original ones from Blizzard, and basically saying that once Activision came in, the whole place just changed. It wasn't.
Well, yeah, because it's Activision. Bobby Kotick wants his $200 million.
Became more about making all the money instead of actually making games and all that sort of stuff. I have a feeling that Jeff was like one of the ones that was there, and I have a feeling that maybe where I'm like, there should be that one guy who's always like, no, don't do this.
You think
I have a
Jeff was
feeling
that
maybe
guy?
for Overwatch, Jeff was that guy.
Yeah,
And I think Overwatch being delayed so much may be down to higher ups at Activision Blizzard.
Possibly.
And them wanting to do stuff to Overwatch, and Jeff constantly having to be like, no. Just like...
It does... I do get worried out because, like I say, we haven't heard anything. I think there's only like Beyond Good and Evil 2 where we haven't heard for as long, if not longer.
I think it's a little bit longer.
For Beyond Good and Evil. They were announced roughly around about the same time. Officially announced, sort of thing.
think Beyond Good and Evil 2 was the E3
Prior...
before BlizzCon.
Yeah.
It's like the same year, but obviously like
E3 is like 6
5 months, 6 months.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, and I am kind of very worried. It's like, obviously this is not going to be an Overwatch that's done. I mean, hell, the worry I have is that there seems to have been very little in the way of maintenance / updates / changes in Overwatch. They've cut, like, Blizzard. I do wonder what the fuck they're doing, because apart from Diablo 4, which we've not, apart from a couple of little things, we've not seen that much.
I mean, we saw the Rogue.
Yeah.
Is that not good enough for you? God!
A pre-rendered scene introducing the Rogue. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be thrilled with that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that'll satisfy my state for another 5 years. That'll be perfectly fine.
Blizzard, I'm not buying Diablo 4 when it comes out. Just give me the Necromancer and the DLC later on, then I'll buy the big bundle pack. I know that's what you're gonna do.
Okay. Anyway, but like, apart from Diablo 4, like, they've stopped development on Heroes of the Storm. So that's basically, they've got WoW, Hearthstone, Diablo, and they're not working on anything else.
Well,
because it doesn't feel like they're working on anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they're working on Overwatch 2 in the pipeline, and they've got stuff to reveal. Now that it's like, I mean, hell, this has been coming, I think, in regards to, like, this is, I think, the last BlizzCon everyone realised, this is not the Blizzard that we grew up with, and, you know, fell in love with, and have a massive fan base with. You know, this is not that company anymore. These aren't the guys that gave us Diablo 2, Lost Vikings, Overwatch, WoW, Warcraft.
WoW.
This is not that company anymore. And it's sad, because Blizzard used to be one of the, like, companies that had a connection to its fan base.
Yeah.
And an actual, genuine connection with its fan base. And you could tell that with the fact that
BlizzCon.
Yeah, BlizzCon. BlizzCon is a primary example of, like, what that connection generated. Of all these characters that people loved and enjoyed, and the genuine excitement of, like, when StarCraft 2 was announced, and all the expansions to StarCraft 2, and when Wrath of the Lich King even was announced, blah blah blah, and it's not that anymore. It's not a company that's.
It's not a company that seems to care.
That cares about its fan base anymore. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
the big red flag was when they went, the next Diablo game for mobile only. What, you don't have phones?
Why?
The biggest misread
why did you say that?
The biggest misread of a room I have seen for a while.
And then obviously the year after that we had
Blitzchung,
and that's just
the most corporate apology ever.
We're sorry for not meeting our expectations.
And what were those expectations? What exactly did you not meet?
What exactly are you apologising for, Mr. Man?
What action?
Mr. Man with long hair who should still be in the 70s. Please explain to me. What is it you did? What was it that your company did that you have to be making this very bizarre and generalized apology?
Yeah.
But
it sucks.
It does indeed. It does indeed.
It sucks because it's like we all know Activision aren't out for people's interests. They're out for Bobby Kotick's purse.
Yeah, they are. They are indeed.
That's the only thing they're out for. I mean, why else would you explain Bobby Kotick actually still being there? For one, and two, half the stuff they come up with.
I don't even understand how the people who are supposed to be in charge. I know he's in charge, but is there not people on the board that can like vote him out?
Apparently not.
Like, he makes so much money. I'd be like, I'm on this board. How is he making more money than me? I'm putting money into the company. How is he making more money than me?
And again, every time Bobby Kotick gets brought up in this in this chat, my question is this: what does he do that benefits Activision to the level that he gets paid? Please, someone explain to me. Like, there's no way he brings in the amount of money that he takes out.
Maybe he brought in Kevin Spacey for that one Call of Duty game.
Maybe.
Take that as you will.
Maybe.
I mean, he looks like a devil.
Press F to pay respect.
Maybe he came up with that. And now we have a meme.
Yes, we have a meme for that. But yeah, it sucks that a company that literally was the Disney of... Well, actually, it's quite ironic. The Disney of games.
They want to be the Disney of games so
is becoming
badly.
the Disney of games.
Yeah, it is.
And that's not a good thing. Like, the Disney of games, as in the movies... You know, the hand-drawn, Lion King, blah, blah, blah. That company is becoming the corporate Disney of games.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just... I think what hurts the most is that, like, it's happened, like, in front of us. That's the worst
You
thing.
can actually see it happening before.
You can just see all the...
Like,
EA nastiness.
Yeah,
just
with Blizzard, you can actually see it happening. With EA, you literally wake up one day and go, wait, when did they become this?
What happened? I mean, Activision just released Call of Duty and went, well, we don't have to be nice anymore.
Yep. Activision released Modern Warfare, and that was it.
I think EA basically came out with like one of the FIFA games and went,
FIFA Ultimate Team.
There we go. We are sorted now. We don't have to be.
Bet everything on this giant cash cow. Yeah. Not realising that in about, 10 years down the line. Government regulation is coming in. Are we going to be taking this? Are we taking the money off our cash cow? Nah, I'll be fine. We'll go to court against them. What? We're going to court against against governments in their own courts. Yeah. We've got great lawyers. We've got great American lawyers. We'll be able to. So we're going to other countries' courts to go up against their laws and claiming that their laws are not what their laws are. Yeah, that's perfectly. Yeah, totally. You know, Jeff here, we're paying lots of money. He says we're on the right thing.
You know, when you say it like that, everything sounds negative. You know, when you're not putting the right positive spin.
I don't know how to put a positive spin on that argument. Jesus Christ. I still can't believe they went to the Belgian authorities and went, we will see you in court. I'm pretty sure when they said that, they thought they were going to see them in an American court. And the Belgian authorities went, no. You're going to come to Brussels to a court in Belgium because it's Belgian law. Let me introduce you to something called foreign countries and their laws.
Okay.
But anyway, it's sad news. It's
more sad news. Although, who knows? Maybe hopefully Jeff lands on his feet, is able to actually do something that he wants to do.
A lot of people are saying that, like some people that are leaving Blizzard are going to other places that are going to let them do the stuff they want to do. So hopefully he finds a place that lets him get his creativity out, and it's not a place of bullshit that will just monetize the fuck out of it.
Because if we're honest,
I don't know. Maybe a company, maybe Devolver Digital, maybe? I mean, granted, they're just a publisher, but, like, I'm sure Devolver would look at some stuff and go, definitely.
His friends who also used to work for Blizzard, have made their own company. Maybe you'll just go and join them.
Yeah, maybe.
And do their own thing.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get like a spiritual successor to StarCraft.
You never know.
You never know with this sort of stuff. You don't. Anyway, well, to continue on our lovely, wonderful bashing of Marvel Avengers, because that's all we ever seem to do here.
Well, it's not as if
there is
it's such a soft pitch. You have to hit it.
I think things.
It's just straight down the middle, slow as you like. Like literally, you can't even slow motion that ball, because if you did, it would be stationary. You have to hit it.
Marvel Avengers has had another knock after its release of the extra Hawkeye stuff, and it being absolutely panned by critics,
and the fact that it's literally there's nothing new.
The Marvel Avengers game has now lost its creative director. Now, you could probably say might actually be a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to Naughty Dog, so he doesn't really have to be that creative.
I mean, I think you said, well, he's gone from one smelly ship to another smelly ship. The difference is that smelly ship at least looks clean.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I mean, granted, the people below decks, they're whipped like fuckers as usual, but
So yeah, basically he is leaving Crystal Dynamics to go to where he previously worked, Naughty Dog. He was a cinematic animator for The Last of Us and Uncharted 4, and he was the game director for the spin-off Lost Legacy game. So he actually previously worked at Naughty Dog before Crystal Dynamics.
Okay.
So he's gone back there, and so Naughty Dog put out a little statement there on Twitter, basically saying welcome back, all that sort of stuff.
Big whoop.
And nobody cares. But this is another sort of hit for Avengers.
Yeah,
you could argue that maybe they'll replace him with somebody who actually has
creativity,
ideas. Other than
if he's the lead creative director to Avengers, there was not a lot of creativity in that game.
I would like to say that, by the way, his work on The Last of Us he was an animator. So he wasn't like...
I mean, he did direct... The
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy.
And...
which... Is that Uncharted or was it...
It's Uncharted.
I was Uncharted. Yeah,
it's the spin... It's with Chloe and...
Yeah.
I think.
It's the two...
It's Chloe and...
Yeah, the two lasses. The two lasses.
And I'm going to be honest with you, well, I don't like Uncharted anyway, because I think it's just a fucking psychopath Indiana Jones murdering people for no reason.
Let's all be honest. Let's all be honest. The Uncharted series, despite the fact that I do actually like Drake, the gameplay never lined up with the story.
He comes across as a sociopath.
Yeah, because
he's happy-go-lucky after he's like murdered like 16 people.
Yeah,
and he's just like da 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 da, cuts a joke. Yeah, and it's not even like a good one. That's the thing. It's not like those the 80s action movies where somebody makes a line.
Yeah, it's supposed to be self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
The thing is like, and this is the big problem with Naughty Dog that everyone seems to fucking look all the time, and that is that their storylines 9 times out of 10 their storylines and characters do not line up with the actual gameplay that you're doing.
Yes.
For example, Drake is a happy-go-lucky, jovial
treasure hunter
with one-liners and quips and quirks, and look, I'm a rascallion, blah blah blah. You like me? After I've murdered like 25 people, like, and that was the thing. The big difference between the previous games that Naughty Dog have done and The Last of Us, the first one, was that the storyline and the gameplay lined up perfectly. They actually meshed and did. That's what made, for me, The Last of Us such a damn good game. And then they decided to throw that all out the window for the second one.
Yeah,
to shove down their revenge plot that revenge is not good, and it's like, but you do know that all those other people that have died, like everyone dies.
Yeah.
Like I know we're going on from Naughty Dog here, but like The Last of Us 2, by the time you get to that final fight, is it Ellie? Ellie?
What, the final... Yeah, Ellie.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Ellie, not only has she killed so many people, but she has basically abandoned her life that she has, not once, but twice. She has abandoned it solely for revenge. The first time you could basically go, when she gets to that point, she could probably realise what she's becoming and like, no, I can't do this. But when you've thrown it away for a second time, fully knowing, like it's not hinted at any, it's not like hinted hiddenly or like left to interpretation. Like, it was clear if she went off again on her own, there wasn't anything to come back to.
Yeah.
It was obvious. Clearly written. Like, short of actually saying it, there was no other way to make it more clear. And she still goes off and then decides, oh, well, I don't want to do this now. At the very point.
Yeah.
Like, no, a person that's gone through all the shit Ellie has done, there's no coming back from that. There's no, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. It's like, no, I'm committed.
I think the worst thing for me for Last of Us 2 does is it ruins the story. Right, so the ending of Last of Us 1, it's always kind of like portrayed as like you the player chooses what Joel did either to be good or bad.
Yeah. Right.
It never really sort of like, it treats you like an adult. It's sort of just like,
yeah. It's
what do you
There's
think?
been conversations, and I remember my point of quote was what Joel did was bad, but looking at it as a father, if you looked at it as a father, you can understand his reasoning why he did what he did. That you can understand the reason why he did it, and that you can put those two things and like, yeah, Joel did something really, really bad, but this is the reason why. I may not agree with it, but I understand why he did it.
But what Last of Us 2 does is it just basically goes, no, what Joel did, Joel was bad. Joel was bad. Yeah. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
He's terrible. He shouldn't have done
and
that.
In a sense, he is. Like, Joel, the games definitely should hint at like Joel is not going to die peacefully. Yeah. He is probably going to meet.
I agree with you. But like what I'm trying to say is like you took like, what was really a perfect ending to what The Last of Us was.
Yeah.
A perfect ending, and you've literally just scrunched that up
and thrown it out
the window. Like, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to just be like, oh, Joel's bad. Ellie doesn't like Joel because of all this shit. And I'm just sort of like the other annoying thing is like Ellie goes from pretty much knowing that Joel lied to her, to at the end of Last of Us, like she knows that he just lied. She has a hint. She knows that he's lied.
Yeah, because
about the whole thing.
She
asks, and she knows. But the way it's portrayed is like they both know that both of them are kind of like in this spot, but they're fine with it because they've got each other.
Yeah, they've got each other, but also like if we don't talk about this, then we don't have to deal with the repercussions of it.
And then we get to the point in The Last of Us 2 where it's like the flashback and Ellie finds out that Joel did all this stuff and saved her, and Ellie just hates him. And I'm just sort of like, I'm sorry, Ellie, but like, you knew. Like, there's no way you did not know that Joel did something.
Yeah, because because the thing is like, it's, especially in the first one, it is heavily hinted like she's the very first person that's immune.
Yeah.
And they're making a big deal out of it.
And as far as we know, and even in The Last of Us 2, she's the only one that's immune.
Yeah.
We've never met anybody else.
Yeah.
Thingies. But anyway, we've digressed.
I was about to say, let's get back onto Avengers.
We've digressed. So back onto the Avengers. Though I'm actually, me personally, I'm looking at this as that this actually might be a good thing for the Avengers.
It might be. It depends on whether or not
Although,
it's given enough time for a new guy or girl to be put in place and to stamp their creativity onto it.
Yeah.
There may be someone who's already working on it that has ideas and wants to implement it. I don't know. Only time will tell.
Although, truthfully, you're a Marvel game and it has Inhumans in it, so you're just downhill. It's just that simple.
You never know.
downhill.
They may ignore the Inhumans now and put something else in there.
Kamala Khan, she's an Inhuman. It doesn't matter. It's done. What's done is done. Inhumans are there.
Yes.
And look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Everything with the Inhumans in it sucks. It all sucks.
Yes. But yeah, it's...
Just watch Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just actually watch a full season. Watch the second season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell me that the Inhumans do not suck. And then I'll be like, you're a liar. You are lying.
Yeah.
But, and also, who knows? He might actually... No, he's going to be working on the Last of Us remaster, isn't he? That's what he's going to be working on. Creative director, yeah. He's got such great creativity. Fight the same enemy over and over and over again. Oh no! Here's creativity. Here you go. Here, fight 2 abominations instead of 1.
Fight the same spider mech type thing, but now with futuristic punky stuff on it.
With Mad Max looking things. Yay!
How do you? So what new features what new things does it do? Oh no, it does exactly the same.
It's exactly the same thing. It just looks like it's from Mad Max.
It just looks differently.
It looks like it was in Mad Max. That's all. But who knows? Maybe he'll. I don't know. Maybe he'll make something good for
maybe,
Naughty Dog.
Maybe
The new person in for Avengers might actually be able to do something. Who knows? It's all about time and
how much time.
How much time
has Avengers got left? Because remember, we said it needs Wakanda to save it. We ain't got a date for.
We don't know. We haven't got.
We don't have a date for Wakanda yet. And until it has an actual date, I'm gonna still think that it may not last till Wakanda comes out.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
I'm the same.
It's like that should have been the first fucking thing.
Yeah, that should have been the DLC.
That should have been the first thing out, Wakanda. And it wasn't. And then it was like, you could tell the model they wanted originally was characters to be the DLC, the like expansion, like the new gameplay features were characters and nothing else. And I'm like, are you fucking insane? Are you like?
Speaking of Marvel, I was meant to talk to you before, but I've gone really before. But you know how Disney had that big announcement thing a couple of months ago? When they showed off all the Star Wars stuff. Moon Knight is getting a TV series.
Holy shit!
I'm like, yes, my boy is getting attention. He's getting some attention. I mean, he's a fucking nut job, but he's getting attention.
He'll get one season and that's it.
No, yeah, that's what he'll get. He'll show up in like a movie at some point.
Yeah.
He'll show up in one of the Avengers movies, and everybody will be like, "Who the fuck's that guy? Why is he wearing a weird white sheet on his face, and why is he wearing a weird white suit? What the fuck's going on here? What's the deal with the weird Egyptian god that stood behind? What's going on here?
What's going on here?
Yeah, well, you should have watched Moon Knight then, shouldn't you?
No, he'll show up in Doctor Strange. That's what.
Yeah, he'll show up in Doctor Strange. God damn it! But it doesn't matter. My boy's getting attention. He's literally the only Marvel character that I care about. So, I care about Colossus, but who doesn't care about Colossus? He's big, huggable, and Russian.
Yeah.
Who doesn't care about Colossus?
Colossus is your general Russian, big, burly, good guy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to really be violent.
Yeah. I love the fact that his first fight with Juggernaut was like, we don't have to do this.
Why are you doing this?
We shouldn't be doing this, friend. We should be helping. God damn it, Colossus.
Juggernaut.
God damn it, Colossus.
Man. Juggernaut, who's literally just there to just
break things.
I'm just here to break things, and these guys want me to break things, so I'm going to do what these guys say.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy breaking things.
It's
primarily people.
As Mark Henry says, it's what I do.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that note, we'll leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this chat. Any comments, just leave them down below.
We had some big tangents this time.
Yeah, we did. Some big tangents. But anyway, that is it for our chat, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.